if you have dry skin, you are going to love the titties out of this product. My relationship with this product is like a roller coaster. I would describe it as a very toxic relationship. Oh my gosh, do people actually use this? I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. Hey guys, it's Sue here. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing these really popular US skincare. So I remember like 5 years ago, skincare didn't exist in the US. I'm just kidding. But I know for a fact there weren't a lot of selections back then. But now we definitely see a lot of great brands, a lot of great new products in the market in the US. So I thought, you know, as a Kbeauty enthusiast, as a Kbeauty aficionado, I thought that I'd give them a good review. So recently I went to New York, I went to Sephora, and I bought all of the really popular ones that I've always wanted to try out. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Starting off with a brand that I was very hooked on way before, and I follow them on Instagram because I think their, you know, brand aesthetics is really cool, and it is the Youth to the People, and I got one of the best popular known popular products, the Kale Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. First, I want to really talk about the brand itself. I think it's a brand that you can't really spot in Korea, and I love their slogan, the skincare of now. It's very hip, it's very young, should I say. It's very refreshing, and they're basically a brand from Kale. Hey girl from the valley. I don't know what that was, but and one thing I love about their brands is how they use senior models on their website. So this is something that you can barely see with up and coming and hip brands. I just think this is such a game changer, and I just really appreciate them for that, because skincare is for everyone, whether you're young, whether you're old. So I just really like the fact that they, you know, felt really inclusive. Going back to this product, this is a gentle facial wash with key ingredients: Kale's green tea spinach. These are the 3 ingredients that they're marketing, that they're pushing as their star ingredient, and all of these are very rich with antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties. So good. And I gotta say, the most distinctive trait that you can immediately notice is its scent. Wow, its scent is really powerful. Like, you can smell it right away, and it's got this really fresh, light, herbaceous scent. That's how they described it on their website. I gotta agree. It smells like someone made a punch out of the rainforest and just made it really refreshing, sweet, and I just love the scent. It also foams up very nicely, but it doesn't strip my skin completely of all of its moisture. So I guess this does lean towards more of your second cleanser. And the funny thing is, with all of these things that I've experienced, this just really felt like a shower gel for me. Like, it smelled like a shower gel. You know how shower gels are like, or body shower gels smell really refreshing. They smell really fun. They smell really energetic, way more than skincare. I feel like skincare is more subtle. This one just was like, woo! Let's energize. And it foams up really well, to the point where it felt like a body lotion or body gel, shower gel. I won't be using it as a shower gel though. Girl, this is expensive. Youth to the People is expensive. Granted, I did go to Sephora, which does carry a lot of more high-end products than drugstores, but girl, Youth to the People, they're pricey. And I went on their website to check out what other people thought of them, you know, just to check it out. And I saw that a lot of people had a problem with the pump of how it leaked a lot. And I also saw some people how, you know, the scent really threw them off, and of course that is the gamble when you put a very potent, powerful fragrance in your product, either a huge hit or a miss. But for me, luckily it was a hit, and I will continue to use this. Would I repurchase it though? I honestly think that there's so many more affordable second gel cleansers, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna repurchase it, but I definitely do have, what? Can I speak today? I'm definitely enjoying this, yeah. Alright guys, I just zoomed back out a bit just because I felt like the camera was just too all up in my face, so I hope this works better. But anyways, for the next product, you could probably say this is the reason why I went to New York for. It is Paula's Choice 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant, and my friend Jipjori Medi, hey babe if you're watching, he described this as gold liquid, and after using this, I am totally on board with what he said. This is such a rare item, especially since in Korea there are regulations so that brands can't put in more than 0.5% of BHA into their product. So all of the BHA products you'll see are exactly the same in the terms that they all have 0.5%. And so, you know, that not only makes it a bit boring because all of them are the same, but also you can only see a limited effects with them when you do use it. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. And Paula's Choice is indeed in Korea, and they do sell the BHA Liquid Exfoliant. It is the same exact packaging, except they took out 2% because of course they can't put in 2% of BHA in it, so it's a 0.5. So my Korean subbies who are watching this and you want to get this, please make sure not to get the one sold in Korea. So this is an exfoliant product, and with the BHA, it's going to clean out your gunks, your boras, your dead skin cells, and I just love this so much. I'm actually halfway done with this, and I'm like so scared of running out of this because it works. So I don't know about you guys, and this might seem a little gross, I will admit, but sometimes I get acne in my ears. I know, it's so disgusting. And so I tried to clear that up by using this, and I used it like 2-3 times and it was gone immediately. And I was like, damn, you good. She's good. She knows what she's doing. And also, you guys know I get like these bumps in my forehead sometimes, especially during like the transitional period. And this solved it. This got rid of them. Not completely, but I could definitely see them dying down with a bit of physical exfoliation on the sides. And so how I like to use this is I actually like to do a DIY sheet mask with it. So I like to take the Feeling Really Hyaluronic Acid Facial Puff. P.S. This is a game changer. This does not bother my skin at all. Y'all know I have contact dermatitis. And so what I do is I take 3 of these, I douse it with the BHA liquid, and I just put it on top of my skin, and it works a-okay. And then for my cheeks, I just like to go lightly with it. And because I only do this like 2-3 times a week, I don't feel it being too harsh on my skin at all. For the next product, I have Rihanna's Fenty Skin, and this is her fat water, pore refining toner. I can't read, I can't see, I'm getting old. For pore refining toner serum. And basically this is a 2-in-1, so it's an essence slash serum packed with niacinamide, which we all love, and targets the boras, the dark spots, combats with dullness, etc, etc. So I really like the concept of it, and I also really like the formula as well. It does sit somewhere in between an essence or a serum. It's not as light, but it's not as viscous. So very, very hydrating, and I feel like both skin types of oily and dry would enjoy this. And it just leaves your skin feeling very, very charged, refreshed. It does have more of a watery finish, but it's still sufficient enough to really hydrate and moisturize your skin. And apparently this is Rihanna's favorite step in her skincare routine. And I'm just like, me too, girl, me too. I love my essences and serums. But yeah, one thing I have in common with Rihanna, you know? With this fat water as well, the scent is very, very noticeable. You can notice it straight off the bat as you use it. It's like a mixture of coconut, and it finishes off with that really refreshing berry, kind of sweet and sour berry. However, it is very, very strong, and I feel like the scent might throw some people off. I feel like some people might not be a fan of the scent. Anyways, alas, after having used this for like a good month now, I did not enjoy this just because of the packaging bottle. So I thought honestly this was, it looks like, you know, essence bottle with a cap, right? But it's not a cap. As a matter of fact, this one has an aperture at the top, and what you do is you squeeze it out like this. Now, first of all, I was not aware of that. I did not know that was how you're supposed to use it. And so what I did was I did this, and of course, you know, the product barely gets out and the aperture gets really messy because this does dry down to a very sticky formula. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this has a terrible UI experience. Like, people actually use this? But anyways, I soon learned that you're supposed to squeeze it out of the bottle, which is not easy, okay? This is a pretty sturdy bottle, and I'm just like, Riri, I love you, girl, but at the end of the day, I ain't got no energy to squeeze stuff out of a bottle, you know? And you guys might be like, Sue, it's not a big deal. But for me, it is. It's actually harder than it looks, just because the bottle's really, really sturdy, I guess. I love the formula, love the concept, love the idea, love the scent, but just because of the packaging, I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. And in Korea, you can get so many more affordable, big essences that are really viscous and can pass for a serum as well, like the Tony Moly Vegan Mochi Toner. That one's really, really great. So I don't know. I love Riri, but this one just didn't work out for me. Yeah. The next product was something I was really, really curious about, and it is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. And Glow Recipe was something I've always wanted to try. Of course, they don't sell it in Korea, so I waited and I bought it. Now, I will say my relationship with this product is like a roller coaster. I would describe it as a very toxic relationship because first I did not like it, and then I ended up really liking it, and then now I'm kind of in the middle. So it's very, very toxic. But let me go ahead and explain to you guys first what this product is. So the brand describes this as a hybrid of skincare makeup that will target, you know, hyperpigmentation with the niacinamide, which we love. And it will also give that glow before you go on and do your makeup. So it's kind of like a skincare slash primer, if you will. I've just been using this as a serum. And the reason why I hated this at first was its scent. Like I said, it's always a gamble if you put in a very, very strong scent. It smells like watermelon, but it smells like artificial watermelon. And those are the types of scents that I absolutely hate. And it's nothing personal. You know, because with scents, it's very intuitive. It's almost a reflexive reaction, right? You sniff at it and you either hate it or like it. And so when I first used this for the first time, I was like, oh no, the scent is just awful. You know, it's kind of like the scent that you would smell in a popsicle or a candy, you know, very, very artificial. Artificial fruit scents are like my worst. That's why I don't like candy. I don't like jelly. But the reason why I ended up liking it was its formula. Its formula is really different. And the weird thing is that first when I tested it out, I was like, yeah, it's a regular formula, kind of been there, done that. But when I tried to find a Kbeauty dupe, when I tried to find a product similar, I could not find a formula that came close to it. And that was when I was like, damn, she looked different. That's all I gotta say. So with the formula of this product, it's definitely more 쫀쫀해, which means it's got more of that bouncy texture. It makes your skin more bouncy, you know, less of that watery feels and more of that more compact, condensed, concentrated feels, which I prefer. I do prefer that. And it really does give you that bang glow, wham glow. And so I just fell in love with the formula. And so that's why I'm kind of like in the middle. I cringe when I put it on my skin because of the scent, but after I look at that finishing glow, I'm so happy with it. So it's a very complicated relationship, she and I. So we'll have to see it. Next, I also have another Youth to the People product. It is their mini Super Berry Hydrating Glow Dream Mask. Yes, I had a moment of weakness at the checkout. You know, Sephora has all of these sample size, and ooh, she got me. She got to me. So I picked it up. And I regret not picking up the full product so much. If you have dry skin, you are going to love the titties out of this product. So like its name, this is a mask, but it's one that you sleep with. So you don't need to wash it out, which are my face, because you know, I'm a lazy ass girl, like I said in every of my videos. And it just looks, smells, and feels like lemon butter. Yes, like a buttered lemon cake, if you will. This is also very strongly fragrance. I don't know why. I didn't deliberately pick all of these products with very strong scents, but they just happen to. So the brand describes this as giving you that ultimate hydrating radiance boost, which sounds amazing, right? And it will plump up your skin, brighten up your skin with all of these great antioxidant berry ingredients and also vitamin C derivative. So once you scoop it out of the tub, you can definitely feel that it's oily. You can definitely feel that fatty content right off the bat, but it's pretty thin. It's not a thick pasty formula. It just melts down like butter. And one thing I've noticed about this mask is that considering that it's a sleeping mask, it actually absorbs into your skin really fast. So a lot of other sleeping masks that I've used and that I have, they do kind of leave that occlusive layer on top to lock in oil up moisture and hydration overnight, which makes sense. But with this one, it just felt like a regular cream, and that's how I've been using it. I've just been using this as a regular cream. And look at the top of the ingredient list. This product contains water, glycerin, sunflower seed oil, yay, I love, glycerin citrate, which is like a waxy white solid stuff that helps water and oil mix together. An ingredient that leaves the skin looking very soft and smooth. So I like the ingredient list of it as well. Like the idea. It is a bit pricey, but I feel like with this kind of formula in Kbeauty, you probably get the same pricing. I totally would like to pick another bottle of this up if I had the chance. I love this. I love this. I love this. Last but not least, I have the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. And I picked this up because, oh my gosh, I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I'm such a huge fan of Kathleen Lights. I love her to bits. And long time ago, I think a couple of years ago, she started to rave about this IT Cosmetics CC Cream. And so I had to pick one up. So this is a CC Cream, color correcting full coverage cream, anti-aging, hydrating serum, broad spectrum. So this is truly your all-in-one product, even though I will say a lot of base makeups do have a lot of SPF, you know, skincare aspects to it as well. But one thing I was very surprised about is that in Korea, CC creams are so super sheer. It's like barely putting anything on and it just leaves a nice glow at the end. That's what a CC cream is in Korea. But this one was very thick. This one almost felt like a foundation. And I've tried it with a brush. I've tried it, you know, applying with a puff. It all ended up being a little thick. So I would say this comes close to a foundation. And it has a very semi-matte, semi-glow finish. You know, it's not too overly glowy. So it's perfect for nowadays in the winter because you want a bit of that moisturization, but also you don't want anything too glowy because it will get all over the mask. And so I don't mind using this. It's just different to what I thought it would be. And to be honest, in Korea, there's so many great foundations out there as well that, I wouldn't really repurchase this. I would use it. It's a good product and it really does make my skin look flawless with all that skincare underneath. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy and I had so much fun kind of branching out my comfort zone, my comfort area and testing out these great skincare from the US. If you guys have any holy grails from this selection that I've showed you, please let me know so I know which skincare products you guys love as well. Alright guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!